Now coming up to the stage is a guy who is making his stage debut. Please give a lot of love and support and a big warm welcome to Nick Luton. How's everybody doing?
Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. How many of you grew up in a religious household, religious parents? Anybody, did they ever tell you if you get in a fight, you just walk away? Shit doesn't work, does it? They don't ever tell you what to do when you get your ass kicked, right? I found the best way to learn how to fight is get beat up real bad 6 or 7 times, and then just try after that. I love growing up with them. It's funny to pick on religious people. You know, I like to single out my mother and my grandmother. You know, Easter, my grandmother's telling all the kids about the Easter bunny and candy and things like that. And I told her, I said, you know, Grandma. I said, Grandma? she can hear me. I said, you know, I'll take an opportunity to be like, you know, Grandma, Easter's not about bunnies and chocolate, you know, it's about Jesus! I put my hand in it, it's about Jesus! It really gets under her skin. I run my household a little bit more loose. You know, my son and I are really close. I'll pick on him to the hilt. We don't really do the whole religion thing. I'll tell him things like, you know, I want you to take out the trash, do your chores, show me your homework, and if you don't, I'm gonna hump your mom. And then if he doesn't, I'll still do it anyway. You know, to show him I'm in charge. My folks, they kind of let the religion thing go over the years. They let it slide a little bit. My mom actually worships the devil now, so that's that's a big change, you know. Speaking of Satan's little helper, how many of you have ever heard of Pinterest? Yeah? Pinterest is a website that does crafts, recipes, things like that. And it's taken over America. Women are into it. They send things back and forth. The latest thing going around our area is homemade lotion. Like you get things from the store, vitamin E, a bunch of different stuff, make your own lotion. And we all try some. You don't knock homemade lotion if you haven't tried it. I see some of your faces. I'll bet you I got the softest balls in this whole world. Guaranteed. Homemade lotion. So I'm half Chinese. I know it's hard to tell because it's not genetic, it's emotional. My boss and my landlord are both Chinese, so it affects me. I let it affect my mentality, you know what I'm saying? The one thing that brings me comfort is knowing that, you know, my pay rate will never go up, but my rent for sure will every single year. Like clockwork. Working for Chinese people can be a trip. It's, you know, it's a little difficult explaining to customers why the entire showroom smells like microwave fruit bat and bamboo shoot. They're into some crazy stuff. I sell granite for a living. I'm a granite salesman. Yeah. And I come across some interesting people. I have one client that I've been dealing with forever that he seems hammered drunk all the time. Like every day when I go see him. The other day I go in there and he's arguing with a customer about the sizes of his slabs. You know, he's saying the customer's saying it's off. He's saying it's not. And I shit you not, this guy's like this. Listen, okay? Listen to what I'm saying to you guys. The things are not 1/16 of an inch off, and I can prove it by going out to my car and getting my laser. And if I put the laser on there, it's going to tell you that you're 100% wrong about the sizes, okay? Okay? And I'm not accepting any of this crack shit either, okay? So you make it right. So after 15 years, I'd ask him, you know, I said, hey, how do you get away with going to work drunk every day? You know, how do you not get fired? He says, I'm in AA, I haven't had a drink in 20 years. I had my last drink 20 years ago. And I'm like, man, that must have been some good stuff. You know, that lasted a long time. You know? If you do, so let me know. My family and I, we recently got a Chihuahua.
Yeah!
I've learned a couple things about a Chihuahua. You can now look cool driving down the street. You get laughed at right off the bat. The people will clown you. It's kind of like drinking out of a straw. You ever try to hit on a chick from across the bar and wink at her? Take a drink out of a straw. And try to go back to being cool. That's how I equate the Chihuahua experience. Any moviegoers out there? Just go to the movies? Yeah, I love movies. I love movies. I go all the time. Why just me? You know the part in every action movie where the guy's laying there dying and his girl's over top of him, and he's like, he always said something emotional like, take care of my son, tell him I love him, or tell my mother it wasn't my fault, or something meaningful, I think it'd be better if they were honest, and lean into his wife. He's like, come closer, come closer, listen, touch my wiener one last time. And touch it like you mean it, and then croak out. I was telling my wife the other day, if this comedy thing goes well for me, and someday I make it big, she might be sitting with her friends watching TV, see me on TV, and be able to tell them, be able to tell her friends something cool like, I used to be married to that guy. That's my time. You guys have been great. Thank you.